I've been trying to postpone this guide for so long because for some reason people keep asking for it. So guys, welcome to my Elixir guide. So you may be wondering, okay, what are elixirs? I have a set for free, but I actually do not know where to get them or do whatever with them. You may be wondering, where do I get more elixirs? First of all, in the solo mode shop every single week in the share reward, there's going to be 5 elixirs right here. I did already grab up a few, and then of course as well you can get them from some events. If you go, for example, to the Book Bootcamp, you can see in here there is going to be some elixir boxes, which are very nice. These are for silver as well, which is absolutely awesome. You can get yourself more elixirs from doing your solo mode or group mode, Ivory Tower of Chaos. You can see there is going to be elixirs in here as well. But the best way to get them, in my opinion, is by defeating Behemoth. You can see by defeating Behemoth, you get yourself these scales right here, the Behemoth scales. And if you have Behemoth skills, you can go to this Epic Raid Exchange NPC. And then you can see there is going to be elixirs in here. You can see I have like 650 scales. Boom, look at it, 128 elixirs, which is very awesome. I already did grab up a few right here. Another cool, interesting thing for this as well, of course, it is a money-making method. Because if you can see right here, if I get myself a elixir that is bad, so this one's bad, for example, if you dismantle this one, boom, you earn yourself 6 Splendid Essence of Wisdoms, and you can actually sell these guys. So these are currently 10 gold each. If you get yourself a bunch of elixirs, this already is 60 gold. Get 10 of them, you have 600 gold. Get 1,000 of them, you know, like, it's going to be a lot of money. So, you know, even if you're not want to come to elixirs, you can go ahead and use this to make some gold. Well, besides that, of course, is going to be the question, why do I even want to cut elixirs? Like, my elixirs are 5/3s. I got them from the game. I, you know, have myself maybe some extra ones. Do I really have to go for those 5/5s or not? And the answer to that question is very much if you want to min-max, yes. Otherwise, not really. So, of course, first of all, this is right now is my Valkyrie. I know it's a bit cut off, but it's better for me to show you guys this image right here. This is my Valkyrie, and this Valkyrie has the base set of elixirs you get for free from the game, the 5/3s. I'm not going to go into the ones that are the 4/4s, because those definitely should be recut, but this is like the base set you get for everyone. 5/3, 5/3, 5/3, 5/3, 5/3, okay? So this one is going to give us a total of 21.5% damage, which is very good, and this is the reason why you should have elixirs if you do not have them, especially on your alts. 21% damage is crazy. But of course, besides this, how much does this differ to someone that has maxed their elixir? So my Bard has them maxed. So you can see these are going to be with full intelligence rolls and attack power rolls. So they could be a little bit higher if they were full attack power, but they're near max. They're all 5/5s, etc. And you can see the damage difference. It's 22.16. So you're gaining a 0.66% damage, maybe like 0.7% damage if you have everything attack power for DPSs. So this is not, of course, that much, right? It's not that much. But in the grand scheme of things, if you're going to the end game, you're paying a lot of money for 1% damage. And this technically can be a free thing to obtain with the silver elixirs, or a very cheap thing to obtain with the elixirs we just bought. And the reason why it is, you can literally, for my Wild Soul and for my Bard and stuff, it's already going to be upwards to 1 to 2 million gold for 1% of damage. So if I from elixirs can get like 0.7%, it is actually really worth it. So, of course, decide for yourself right now if you want to go for them. As well, real quick, for the people that have the 4/4 sets and want to upgrade, on the screen right now are going to be both best rolls for the players. Of course, for DPS, it's going to be Critical or Master. I cannot say which one you should take. Check out other players that are running your builds, your specs, etc. Because Critical or Master is literally based on the class itself. But the other rolls are all basic for everyone the same. Okay. So we now know which rolls to get. We now know what kind of damage we get. We now know where to get the elixirs. So how are we cutting the elixirs? So these are, in my opinion, very RNG. We want to go for double rolls. So if we're just going to go through them, we first have to see if we can get a double roll. And the answer is sometimes no. So this first elixir had nothing, so we can just ignore that. We go to the second elixir. We have a weapon power, and we can cut this if we want to. But I want to go for attack power or strength because they're going to give me more. Of course, if I run out of elixirs and I can't get anything anymore, it is what it is. This one's perfect. Strength and boss damage, which I wanted to upgrade, and I want attack power. So we're going to go ahead and choose our last rule on here. Boom, and now we have ourselves this. So the general rule of thumb for these elixirs is 1. If there is a free round, so this transmutation will not cost a transmute, always take that. if you get yourself a plus something for free, you always take this as well. There is a great success chance one, which is very nice to take. So we're going to do a few cutting elixirs together. So I'm going to cut 5 elixirs. So of course, if you want to skip ahead, feel free to do that. So let's just see what we're going to do. So of course, this 25% is very unlikely, but if it hits, it's +4. Didn't hit. It is what it is. So now, of course, we get this again. And this one is transmute strength, increase great success, increase boss damage, transmute as well. So these two are okay. But in my opinion, this one's better because this in the future gives me more chance to get myself double hits. So, again, we got nothing. So, all these are not anything +1. So, you can actually choose to reroll this. And again, we got nothing. So, what is already by this? We can already see that this kind of is a dud. Leave it. Okay, strength, weapon power. We can now go for a boss damage shoulder. Again, another double roll. The double rolls are really nice because, of course, the reason for that is that you have yourself a bit more chances to hit something good. So, we are going to go for this +3 one because MP is useless and the 25% is too low. There's a way better chance that I actually get something. 0 to 3. From this, we get a +1 and a +1 is a +1. Alright, again, we're going to do the same thing. We get a +3 this time. Goes into weapon power. So, this one is effect transmit is +2, but this one is guaranteed boss damage +2. So, we're going to get this one. Boom, even get a great success to +3. So, great success for 15%. I still will take this one because it affects boss damage. Now, you can see one random effect by 3 levels, and this is why Elixir is so RNG. A lot of these are random ups as well. And this one is still good because it's going to give me a random +3, but it needs to be in boss damage or strength, otherwise this Elixir's kind of over. So you can see it gets put into MP, and we have one less chance for 25 on there, and no. Okay, so it's over. Okay, is it worth continuing on? Yes or no? Sometimes you get yourself the worst things at the start. You just press reroll, nothing again. You can go for like maybe 1 or 2 turns. Okay, goes into boss damage. That's kind of nice. We got ourselves transmutation increase rate. I still think that this is like kind of the most trapped one for everyone because this 40% still means that there's a 60% chance of hitting the other ones. And sometimes you're going to be like, why is it never hitting this one? Because it's still like less than a 50-50. So let's just see, of course, if we're going to be lucky this time. Increased by 2 levels. Of course, we have a bigger chance right now for boss damage. 60% there already. Or we get a guaranteed +1 level. So I'm going to go for a +1 level, and why this one is going to be this way is because +1 level is the same as this, technically. Because the effect transmutated will be increased by 2 levels. So the maximum is going to be 3, and this can give a maximum of 3 as well. So, and this one is random, and now I can go choose, because of course the highest level is boss damage, I can go for boss damage. So boom, and boom. Okay, we didn't get it there as well, but you know, and now we can go for the +3. And boom, we got a great success. So boss damage is now finished. Okay, so now we are in a bit of a predicament because we already have a 5 right now, which is a good start, right? Boss damage especially is the one you want yourself 5. But now we need that attack power to go to 5 as well. We have only a 5 turns, so technically the chance of this becoming a 5-5, because it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. They all have to go in here, and they all have to be mainly great successes, unless I got some extra rolls. You can see, even from this run right here, I can get not even a +1 from here. So I have to be super, super, super careful and hope for the best. Got a +1. Okay, this needs to hit. If this attack power by 3 levels hits, we are in good business. If it doesn't, it's probably a dud. 3, 2, 1. We didn't hit it. We still got a +1 in there, but still right now there's only 3 turns left. We don't get a +1, so the maximum I can go is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So the maximum can be a 9. It goes to the Vagabond, and you can see again we got no double roll and no double roll. So this could have been a good elixir if the 3 hit, and if some of these hit in there as well. But still, sometimes it's just not meant to be. Strength, attack power, boss damage. Okay. +2 for 3. So this, of course, is good already if we hit it. Or we go for this one. I think we got to gamble for the +4. We've missed a lot of 25%. Maybe it's time to finally hit one. We didn't hit one. It is what it is. Alright, but still we got it in strength. Highest level by 1. We take that to the free level. 25% for +4. We did hit it. Let's go. That's beautiful. And now we can go ahead and transmute the something by +2 or go for attack power +2. So I still think that there's a good chance it is literally more than a 50%. So I think we're going to go for this one. In strength. Beautiful. It finishes it off. Okay, 6 turns. And to make it to the end, guys, we got to hit this 25% once again. You can see we can go decrease or not pay. We got to take this one. 3, 2, 1. Come on, +4. Ah, really bad. Okay, so now, of course, we have to think about the rest. We can go great success for tech power, but we want extra stuff as well. But I think you'll still think this one's good. So we're going to take this one. All right. Now we have ourselves we can either reroll or take 2 more advices. I'm going to take 2 more advices just because there normally could be some really good rolls at the end. Okay, we're going to reroll this. Okay, come on. Don't chef me here. Ah, it's going to give me nothing. Yeah, you want these ones right here. +1 level, 2 at the same time. Then we have to use all our rerolls right there just for 1. That's really bad. But yeah, you can see technically right now this is useless because we can never get there. But we'll just play out an elixir. So we're going to get rid of escape experts. And we're going to get rid of boss damage. So we can see all those times we could have had some extra rolls like +1, double hits or whatever. This could have been a 5-5, guys. It could have been. But it was just unlucky. You can see if we just had 2 more, could have been a 5-5. And there we go. We now have a 5-3. Of course, this is okay, right? You want level 8. But yeah, this is why elixirs are a little bit RNG. And again, this is the reason why I was like, I don't really know why you guys really want a elixir guide. But you can see I have done hundreds to thousands of elixirs and it's still RNG. And sometimes you get them, sometimes you get very lucky. My Valkyrie is very lucky. And my Bard literally took months and months to complete instead. But there we have, guys. That's going to be the elixirs, where you can get them, where you can use them, how much damage difference is there, and of course the best rolls, and then of course how I cut my elixir. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, I would highly appreciate a like down below, guys. Subscribe if you're new. Of course, I'll be back again soon for another video, and of course as well, Strike Raid on Wednesday. Take care, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and have a good day. Take care.